Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, and thanks for asking. And how have you been?
I've been great.
Great,
So,
great to hear.
how's your morning been so far?
The morning has been productive, and I went through some English stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, and what about you? Your morning?
My morning, oh gosh, uh, taking care of my daughter, uh, getting certain things from the market and stuff of that sort. Just got home. It's extremely hot outside, you know.
Mm.
So I showered in the morning. Then I went out to the market. It was so hot when I came back, I had to shower again.
Two
So it's
times
extremely,
in the
yeah,
morning only, bro. Yeah.
exactly. It's extremely hot.
Yeah, I
So,
do. I do feel the same whenever I went outside during the summer season, and it's
right,
tough to roam outside during the summer, especially in afternoon times. Apart from
exactly.
despite morning and evening, in afternoon we can't go out, and unless unless it is necessary, we should go. Otherwise, better to stay in office or better to stay in home during the summer.
I I agree with you 100%. So, okay. What do you want to speak about today? You can hear me properly, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So, what did you want to speak about today?
Yeah, I know how to converse a extempore topic effectively. How to handle a extempore topics and how to tackle and how to perform better when you encounter a new topic which you didn't prepare. And
Okay.
can you share a few sentence starters and how to what we call conclude the extempore topic? And we have common sentences and common sentences are there, right, to handle
Yes.
extempore. And can you
Right.
share?
Sure. So, just for the audience, right? Because you're going to
Yes.
upload this on YouTube.
Yes.
So, just so that the audience understands, what is an extempore topic? An extempore topic is basically when someone tells you, okay, Naveen, right now, this is the topic that I'm giving you. You have 2 minutes to think about the topic, and then you have to give a speech on the topic. Usually,
Yes.
the deliverance of the topic is for 2 to 4 minutes, not longer than that. Okay. But the basic meaning of extempore is that you are given a topic that you have not prepared for and that you do not know. Uh, you know that I have to speak about this topic. So that is the basic meaning of extempore. Now, when it comes to an extempore topic, let's say, for example, I give you a topic, right? Your preparation time cannot exceed 2 minutes. Okay. It
Yes.
can be less. It can be less, but it should not exceed 2 minutes. Okay. Because if it exceeds 2 minutes, that is now not an extempore anymore, right? That is now a preparation.
Yes.
So, how do we tackle this? First of all, let's say, for example, an extempore topic is given to me. So let's say someone says, okay, Obey, the topic for you is your city. Okay.
Yes.
So I have 2 minutes to think about my topic. What am I going to speak about? Now, an extempore, first of all, does not have to be complicated whatsoever. So the first rule of thumb is to not make it complicated. Okay,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
So the topic given to me is my city. How do you start off with an extempore? It is basically like paraphrasing. How do you paraphrase? Okay, Naveen. So the topic given to me today was to speak about my city. So here are a few things about my city. The place that I live in is Mumbai. Mumbai is known as the economic hub. for India, right? Now you will find different kinds of people in Mumbai who come from all around India to come and work in Mumbai. So you will find people from the south of India, from the east of India, from the north of India. You will find all different kinds of people. You will also find different people with different religious backgrounds. You will find Hindus, you will find Muslims, you will find Sikhs, you will find Christians, you will find all kinds of different people,
All communities, yes.
all communities. On top of that, you will also find many different kinds of cuisines. You will find Indian cuisines, you will find Italian, you will find American, you will also find Chinese, Taiwanese, you'll find many different things.
Yes,
The
of course, what
only
not?
thing, right? The only thing that I would say I do not like about Mumbai is that every single monsoon season, the places in Mumbai becomes over flooded. So that's the only thing that I do not like about Mumbai. Coming to the conclusion of my topic, I would say that Mumbai is a brilliant place to live in. However, the cost of living is a bit high. And on the other hand, again, the monsoon season. But at the end of the day, Mumbai is a great place to live in. Do you see how I delivered my extempore topic?
Yes, amazing. And you took the facts, which happens on daily basis.
Right?
You didn't complicate it. You just with simple clarity and your explanation with vocabulary, and you used intermediate vocabulary, not advanced. Everyone can understand that. That is very
Exactly.
important. Yes, and
That is exactly the reason why I used it, right?
yes.
Because see, Naveen, your audience, let's say you have, uh, I'm taking a small number, okay?
Okay.
Let's say you have 100 people watching one particular video, okay?
Okay.
Now let's say Naveen is a vocabulary wizard, okay? He uses complicated vocabulary throughout his video. Do you think that all 100 people will be able to understand what you are saying?
No, not at all. First of all, who will watch our English conversations? Mainly people who want to improve their English skills. They only want to watch our English conversations. It means they
Exactly.
are in basic level or intermediate level, who are already
Perfect.
achieved a fantastic, fluency, and in advanced level. They not get interest to watch our conversations, especially our conversations will be help to the learners who want to improve their English. So we should use a basic to intermediate, and sometimes we can come with advanced. It means few words only. That will work for learners, and they get interest, and they can learn, and they can understand easily when they watch our videos on YouTube.
I will give you one tip when you want to use advanced words. When you want to use a complicated word, remember one thing. That complicated word has to be in a simple sentence.
Yes.
Okay. So, for example, let's say it is very hot outside, right? So, Naveen, it is so hot outside. I just came home and I'm feeling parched. I want to have a liter of water. So, Naveen can immediately understand, okay, this guy came from the heat and he said that he wants to have water. So, obviously, the meaning of parched might mean that he is very thirsty.
Yes.
Got
Yeah,
it?
that is
So,
contextual understanding. Contextual
perfect.
understanding. Yes.
So whenever you want to use a complicated word, always use that complicated word in a simple sentence. The reason being that not all of your audience members will understand complicated words or complicated phrases or complicated sentences, right? Um, so we have covered what an extempore topic is. Now, let me give you a few tips that you can use to help yourself as well as your audience when it comes to extempore topics. Okay. Number one, when given a topic, okay, think about that topic for 2 minutes. However, try to keep it as simple as possible. Number one. Number two, when you are speaking about your extempore topic, okay, try to give examples. Okay, try
Yes.
using examples in your extempore topics. I'll give you a simple example. Let's say my extempore topic is fruits. Okay, so I will say, the topic for today is fruits. So everyone loves a certain kind of fruit. Okay, fruits are very healthy for people, and I'll give you a couple of examples. Ratnagiri in Maharashtra is known for its mangoes. When you go to the southern part of India, the southern part of India is known for their bananas. You know,
Yes. And when
people,
you go north side, we can see apples, different
apples.
types of. Yes.
Got it? So I'm using examples in my extempore topic, right? While giving examples, you are giving yourself more time. See, if someone is giving you a 2 minute timeline, okay, to think about your topic, now you might be nervous that how am I going to cover a 2 to 3 minute extempore topic when I only had 2 minutes to prepare? When you are using examples, you are covering at least 45 seconds to 1 minute while giving
Yes.
examples.
Yes. And probably, real life examples will, easy to explain.
Exactly. You remember the extempore that I used, my city? I gave the example that Mumbai is always flooding,
Yes.
right? Mumbai is always flooding. Then I also said the cost of living is high.
Hmm.
Okay. These kinds of
Yeah.
things. Okay. So we have covered the extempore topic. How do we come to the conclusion? The conclusion is very short. What is the conclusion? Whatever you have said throughout the 1 minute and 30 seconds, just give a small conclusion of 30 seconds. So, to conclude, fruits are very healthy for people. People should include fruits in their diet. Even if it's fruits that they do not like, a person might come across a lot of other fruits that they do like. They can
Yes.
use the fruits to eat, they can make fruit juices, anything. So, these are ways that you can conclude your extempore.
Yeah. And,
Simple as that.
and one more question from my side. And
Go ahead.
when you want to speak in negative, but you want to express that in a positive way, and how it is possible. And when you took extempore topic as Mumbai, my city. So there is lots of pollution, and we in a hectic traffic. So those are
Mhm.
the what we call difficulties, right? And how can we tell? How can we express in a positive way?
Okay. So let's take Mumbai. Okay. I'm going to give you three negatives about Mumbai: traffic, okay, pollution, and flooding.
Yes.
Okay. Now I am telling you this about Mumbai. However, Mumbai is the economic hub. Okay. It is easy for people to find jobs no matter what background they are from, whether they are from the commerce background, from the arts background, the science background, they can find a job. Even if they have just passed standard 12, they can still find a job. Even
Yes.
if they have passed standard 10, they can still find a job.
Even
Whether
illiterates
you,
also.
even illiterates can find a job. And whether you want to pay 50,000 a month rent, you can find that as well. Or whether you want to pay 5,000 rent, you can find that as well. When you are hungry and you get bored of eating the same food over and over again, Mumbai is a place where you can find all kinds of different food, which is very difficult to find in other places in India,
Yes.
right? Mumbai, uh, even though there's a lot of traffic, okay, the railway system is there. We have the metro system, okay. Then you have all the big corporate clients, all the big corporate companies are situated in Mumbai, right?
Yes.
And Mumbai is the kind of place where you will find many different big attractions. For example, the Gateway of India, right? You will find a place like, let's say, for example, Victoria Terminus, okay,
Yes.
the main station that was built during the English times, which is
Yeah.
still standing today. Even though they have renamed it as Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus,
Vaji terminal.
people still know it as VT, Victorian Terminus, right? So even though I have given you a few negative points about Mumbai, I can still give you double the positive points,
Yes.
right? Let's say for someone, let's say for example, if you okay, give me any negative topic, something that I can speak about negatively. Give me one thing.
Junk food.
Junk food? Okay. Junk food is usually unhealthy for a person. Why? It's because they don't use the proper oil. Okay. They use vegetables that are maybe 3 or 4 days old. Okay. Um, Maybe if you're looking at something like pizza, then the cheeses are processed. However, you will find many different restaurants around you who are clean, where you will find many different varieties of junk food that are prepared in a good way in front of you. Okay?
Yes.
When it comes to junk food, you should refrain. But even doctors say that you can have junk food at least once a week. That is perfectly
Hmm.
fine for you, right?
But yeah.
Now, when it comes to junk food, it is not necessary that you have to go to a restaurant to have junk food. You can prepare it in your house. For example, let's take a pizza, right? If you want to have junk food, you've got the options of maybe, let's say, Domino's,
Yeah.
right? Domino's pizza. However, what you can do is you can go out and maybe in a bakery, you can buy a pizza base.
Yes.
You can go to a shop and buy mozzarella cheese. You can buy whatever vegetables you like to put on your pizza. You
Yeah.
can make your own sauce, and you can simply use a frying pan with a lid to cook your pizza. You have made
Yes.
your own junk food, but in a different way.
Yes. 100% correct. But in a similar way, junk food is available in reasonable prices, and any
They
a
are
student and a worker, a labor, anybody can buy and anybody can eat.
true.
Yes, but that is not good for health, and if you eat on a daily basis, and that will destroy your health, right?
It will. It will, definitely. For example, um, the cheapest kind of junk food that you can find is like samosa pav, vada pav, these kinds of things. They are cheap, right? People who are laborers, who are working, let's say, in construction or stuff like that, and they don't bring their tiffins with them to the site. They will usually go and have these things on a daily basis. Yes, it is not good for them. However, also take into consideration that they are manual workers. They are picking up heavy things throughout the day. They are
Yes,
sweating. They are working out. Right? If you look at them, they are well built because they are
fitness.
picking up these
Yes,
heavy things. Right?
yes,
So even though they are having that junk, they are working it off. For you and I, if we have, if we have, let's say something from outside, let's say samosa. If we have something from outside, we eat our samosas and we lay at home or we sit at home. That
yes,
is worse than the people who are working outside. Why? Because we are eating that junk food and we are not working it off. It is staying in our system.
Yes. You pointed out a valid point. Yeah, 100% I agree with you. Why? Because they eat the junk food and they cannot, when they work, the fat burns, right? But coming to the employees who works in IT and who work from home, and when they eat junk food, they don't do hard work. They just do smart work. They sit beside in front of a laptop and they work. They don't burn that fat, and that fat leads to uh, what we call heart attacks, etc., etc.
True.
Yes, and
True.
you came with a valid point. That's how I what we call I expressed from your side. I expressed what we call I expected. Sorry, I expected from you and how to share. How to tell negative points in a positive way. And I absolutely impressed and excellent.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. So, Naveen, it has already been 24 minutes. All right. I hope that today's session was good for you and
Yeah,
that we
not only good, it was productive and informative also.
thank
Informative.
you so much. Thank you so
Yes.
much. And I hope your audience feels the same. I wish you
Yeah,
all the
I
best,
hope
my
also.
friend. Take care of
Sure. And
yourself. I hope you have a
yeah,
great day.
have a nice day. And
Have
thank
a
you.
nice day,
And
man.
thanks for sharing your insights on junk food and an extempore topic. And
You're
I'm
very welcome.
happy.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very welcome.
Bye and have a
Bye
great
bye.
time. Bye.
You too, my friend. Bye.